the wild winds call. Jasper's walking, taking pictures of it all. Boots on the ground, heart in the sky, following the blazes, just a rambling guy. Through the valleys, over the hills, chasing that freedom, feeling the thrill. With every sunrise, he's finding his way, living the dream, one step a day. Trail named Jasper, walking on through, Bruce trail bound with a camera view, hiking the ridges, chasing the light. Like and subscribe, come follow his life.
Good morning, everybody. Jasper here. Welcome to my day. Oh yeah, once again back on trail, continuing rehabilitation training after my total hip replacement. Today is March the 19th and it's a beautiful morning. It's somewhere around 9:30, 10 a.m. ish. Yesterday was such a busy day. I had all kinds of things going on, and then in the afternoon I did get to the gym for a decent workout. Cut a long story short, by the end of the day I just felt totally and completely exhausted. I have been getting tired more since my surgery, but I believe that's just part of my body healing. From what I understand, it's a fairly major surgery as a hip replacement, so it takes a while. Anyhow, today is my third hike back on any kind of trail, and we're on the Ganaraska doing the same hike we did just a couple of days ago. The difference is today we've increased the pack weight significantly from around 10 pounds slack pack weight to around 25 pounds. So that's what we're at now. So we haven't made the trail any more challenging, but we have made the pack heavier, as I say, up to 25 pounds. Wow. And I noticed the difference, of course, but you know, that's the way it is. I try not to anymore carry, well, it depends on water sources and food supplies, or resupply points and water supplies, but I try not to, on through hikes, carry any more than 35 pounds if I can help it. That would be the maximum. I prefer to be in the 20s. But when you carry in, say, 5 or 6 days food and 2.5 to 3 liters of water, then the pack weight builds quickly. Okay, I'm going to fill you in a little bit more down the trail, but again, it's a training hike. My plan is around 12 and a half kilometers. It's a flat hike, and it's on an easygoing terrain. So it's an easy, flat hike. And as I say, the only thing we've done different from the last two times, or from the last time, is increase the weight up to 25 pounds. Let's get to it. So just, a few hundred yards behind us, we actually left the Wasaga Beach, or Wasaga section of the Ganaraska Trail, and we entered into the tiny section. Ahead of me, we come to a T-junction on this little country street, but on the tree to the left, there is a blaze, white blaze. Oh, and there's actually one right here too, on this particular post, identifying the fact that we are on the Ganaraska Trail. They use the white blaze, the same as, say, the Appalachian or the Bruce, or many others. Just have a look and see how the snow is clearing up through there. Still snow and ice on trail, but it will be clearing up quite nicely, I'm sure. starting to see a little bit of ground come through there. So I think, a couple of 3 more days of sunshine and gentle breeze, and that trail is going to be snow and ice free. And at that point, I would feel more secure, again, with after my hip replacement, about actually going on there. But what we are going to do here, I would like to take a little break, actually, which I might be able to do. I might be able to sit right here. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make the left turn like we did a couple of days ago. We're going to go up this way for about 2.5 kilometers, and that's going to bring us out to that country store, the park, the fire hall, and so on, which was our turnaround point for a total. That would be a total of 12.5 kilometers for the actual hike. Once we obviously work our way back, that would be the halfway point of that. But anyhow, I'm going to set up and just take a little break here. Break time, having one of my little cheesy cracker snacks, and of course my coffee. So at this particular point, we're 4.1 kilometers in for the day. Beautiful day. It's cloudy. It's going to get sunny in a bit later, a couple hours, an hour, 2 hours from now, but mild. I don't know if it's +8, +9, +10. I can see I have some mud. I just got mud on my camera lens as I put it down here. I'm going to clean that off right now. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Did not mean to poke my fingers in your face. But I just wanted to clean up that little bit of mud I could see. So, let's take a moment and talk about yesterday. Because yesterday I had 3 appointments in regards to my hip replacement. So the first appointment I had was for x-rays to see how the new hip is holding up and making out and so on, what it looks like for the surgeon. The second appointment was my my third physio. So they increased the exercises that I have to do for my physio. They said I was moving along great, and they helped me transition off the cane. So I am off the cane now. However, she said, depending, if you have to walk a little bit further, you might want to take the cane with you. I didn't tell her that I go out on trail and I guess I have my own canes. Anyhow, that's fine. And then the third meeting was with the surgeon himself, Dr. Collins, remarkable young man, really skillful. And he told me that the x-rays look great. He says everything looks great. He says you can throw the cane away. They want me to work on how I'm walking, and they want me to concentrate on, physio told me this and Dr. Collins told me this, they want me to concentrate on how I'm walking. They said you're walking with a limp, that's okay. Your mind, your body, and so on will want to favor where the surgery was. But they don't want me doing that. You have to just walk slowly, but try to walk correctly. I've always believed first comes correct, then comes fast. And that's particularly very important with hiking. First comes correct, then comes fast. And all my restrictions are removed, but that doesn't mean I can go crazy. I've still got cautions, but all the restrictions are removed, so I can sleep on my side. That's good. 6 weeks of sleeping on your back if you're not a back sleeper. So yesterday's went well. I was delighted, although as I'd met, and then when I got home in the afternoon, I went to the gym, spent about 1.5 hours to 2 hours at the gym. So by the time I got home, had dinner and so on, I was just totally exhausted. I mean, to the point where I was sat in my chair and I just couldn't keep my eyes open. I just felt exhausted. But again, since the surgery, I felt that a lot. So my rehabilitation, I believe, is coming along just nice. Again, today, there'll be no reason why I'm not going to complete the 12.5 kilometers today that I have planned with a 25-pound pack, albeit on flat, easy-going terrain. But you know what? This is just the 3rd day on any kind of trail since my surgery, other than just walking around the track. If you remember the track we were walking around. In some of my other videos we talked about that, and I showed you some of the exercises I was doing and so on. So I think for just day 3 of being on trail, 12.5 kilometers, 25-pound pack, I'm not looking at being fast, I don't care. But I'm well on my way to 25-kilometer days with full pack again, to 30 kilometers. I believe I'm well on my way to that. So, because I could do more if I wanted to push it even harder. I am having to push to complete. It's not easy. I am working at it. But I don't want to overdo it, and physio and the surgeon both explained to me there's a fine line, very fine line, between doing too little and doing too much. And I've got to be somewhere in there, but I don't want to do damage. Just wanted to give you that update. I'm going to enjoy my break, and then we're going to carry on down this trail. Sat, sitting, resting in a beautiful spot, our turnaround spot. Let's take a look. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful walkways with picnic tables. We were here a couple of days ago, you remember that. But take a look out here. Georgian Bay, the beach, the ski hills way in the distance, way, way, way in the distance, especially in a GoPro. But isn't that just wonderful? Absolutely wonderful. Temperature nice and mild. I just took a layer off. I'm going to take my pants off. And just have my shorts on hiking back. It's gorgeous. It's the 19th of March, and I'm going to say it's around 15 degrees. Yeah, 12, 15, I don't know. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? Certainly is. By the way, I want to show you something. I got this elbow. Whatever it is, aluminum or whatever they make this out of, it's for, you know, ductwork, you know, for heating and cooling, whatever it is, ductwork. But I found this, and I've got bodywork to do on my 2011 Dodge Grand Caravan, which I love the vehicle. It's in the shop today. Again, I just spent a fortune on it, but probably $1,700 I've spent on it in the last couple of weeks on wheel bearings and struts and stabilizers and so on. But I like it, and even though it's high mileage at 240,000 kilometers, the engine is solid. I like it. But I found this, and the reason why I picked this up, it was just laying there on the ground, and the reason why I picked it up was I have body work to do, and I've got to cut out some little pieces of metal just to fill a patch, help me patch, if you will, one area on the back door at the bottom left side that's rusted right through. And when I saw this, I thought, well, wow. And it's made in Canada also. I guess that's good. Now, especially. Anyhow, yeah. Secondly, what I did do was I picked up a while back at the beginning of the winter, I picked up a new drone, or new to me, this one right here. Now before that, well, I've used drones for years and years and years with my photography business, wedding photography and so on. Drones were a big part of that. But now I still like to get out with a camera and stuff, even though I'm retired. I don't do weddings or anything anymore, but I still like to get out with my gear and capture some landscape images and so on. But I just brought the drone out today because I knew it's beautiful out there with this time of year, with all the ice breaking up and icebergs and so on. And I just wanted to bring the drone out and pop it up and show you a little bit of that footage. But before I do, I'm going to say thank you for joining me today. I've got about six and a half, say, kilometers to go from here to get back to where I started from this morning. So I am going to cut off now because it's just a hike back. It's a shorter video. I wanted to tell you about my updates on my 6 weeks into my post up, and give you an update on that. And yeah, so you know what? I'm going to leave you, if I captured it, and I hope I did. If not, it won't come up, and it'll just say subscribe and have a nice day type of thing. But if it did, and I think I did, here's some aerial footage of where I am right now and the kind of area I'm hiking in today. Jasper will talk to you later. Oh, by the way, please subscribe. I need you to subscribe. Bye-bye. You know, Donald Trump can do whatever he wants as long as he doesn't ban coffee in Canada. Oh, I wonder if there's a tariff on coffee. I don't think so. They don't grow coffee in the States anyhow. That's a good thing. See you later.